Hello, beautiful fellow human. Hello, beautiful fellow human beings. I am wearing the same exact. I have not changed since yesterday, but I did pull a shirt out. I can't get enough of this shirt. This red and white striped shirt. It's so freaking comfortable, but it does make it so the camera can't focus. And I've been wearing it for like 3 days straight. Anyways, hope everyone's day is glorious. Let me set this mic right here on the shrimp painting. This shirt isn't solid, but it should work. I've been looking for more cotton shirts. Gotta be cotton. Holy trucks. It's been a really interesting breeze these last few days. So haven't sweat too much. If you like Tarzan between shade under trees, you stay pretty fine. Okay, so a little bigger than I thought it would be. So a big old knot comes in place. Never find button-down shirts my size. Either the sleeves are too short or they're just too big. Alright. I found a pair of shoes. Clock. I also found some scrap piece of a wedding dress, but it's the closest thing to mesh I can find, so I wanted to use some of that styrofoam. Huge, maybe under the desk. Yeah. Huge balls! And this polystyrene. I don't know why this reminded me of the Eucharist, but yeah, booby flies. Ha! I mean, it'll work. To hold that in a little net sack. So, hello, Fortune Willis. Hey, Crazy Life. Making more of these Crazy Charlie attempts, so more like a Sorry Charlie. It's probably a thing though. The one I made last night, man, I must have been out of it. The eyes, I didn't put on the top of the hook, so retied it. And some more appropriate. And a little less of the UV resin on the body, but I'm gonna do a different color. I really like this color for the intercoastal. I always knock that loose. Do I want it like that? Tying up cat. Oh, right on. Yeah, I finally got a pack of proper squirmy worm material. The stress balls I can find locally. I can't find any ones with the like long tendrils. Let me cut a strip off of this too while I'm here. Using scissors like I've never used scissors before. I have a load of mesh and like some really thin, light, but sturdy. I just don't know what tiny box they're in. So, ooh, I'm a little blinded by my own sweat. It's sweating out there. But, man, it's like, Life's becoming addicting, finally. So I'm not sure. This is gonna be great. This light sucks so much. It's like if it's not directly pointed at it, the camera just will not focus. I have a better light, but the person who packed it without the cord. And it's not like an everyday cord, it's like an in-between cord. So can't use it, gonna just throw it off to the side. But let me get a hook. Ow. Stuff all over the floor. Of course. Uh-oh. Oh, goody. I am hoping to stop at Tuppence. I have to pick up some staple guns from the garage where my stuff is. So, hoping to stop at Tuppence. It's right down the street. They close at 6. Is it a weird day? No, Saturday. I really like these hooks. I think they're 34007. But I'm not sure. There's so many slight differences, but I couldn't find many differences in these. I know they're older. I look like Mary from... I don't know who Mary from Breaking Bad is, because I don't know how much of that show I watched, but I've heard that before. I'll be real. I just remember the Breaking Bad part, not really the name though. So for this little chain smoker, it either looks like gas, it's like a gas hose, or one of those old diesel hoses, or is a chain smoker's house. You know, no judgment. I'm gonna start like back more. Kind of try to remember to, oh, let me zoom in. Let me just get this tethered. Can't see because the light like cancels out the thread. I'll be tying with a headlamp. I need to find more lamps. I haven't put much effort in it. Because during the day it's fine in here, but man, it's nighttime. There's so many pitch black shadows. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I was supposed to do today. Track down lights. So I'm gonna try to find like Christmas lights and just throw them wherever I am in the room. I have horrible night vision. It sucks, but that's what headlamps are for. And yeah, really bad night vision. It's like static. It's called visual snow. And not like post-hallucinogenic, like, I get that's a thing too, but this is when since I was a kid. And yeah, the Visual Snow Initiative was formed in like 2012 or something, 2011. I can't remember if it was the ancient Romans or Greeks who thought people with visual snow can just see the air. Oop, I shattered it. I hit it, but that's alright. I should have heated that up more. This thread that allows me to not know what I'm doing because it doesn't bunch up. I just gotta be a little more careful not to break one of the millions of little fibers, like a spider web stuff. I think I want to do one more yellow. Do want to make some super bright pink ones. I can't wait for the squirmy material. I got pink. I was trying to figure out what the original color was. Because I know the original was like a stress ball too, right? Which, man, the utility section of Winn-Dixie has some really sick microfiber stuff. And one of them's like car detailing. And it's like the perfect red, like, I really want to get some of that. Like for the back body parts of those beetles, some of those can get pretty red and pulsating. The next thread I'm going to get is more 74 and wax nylon. Let me zoom this in and mess with the light. Oops. Light. Stupid ass light. Not a fan. The days of this light being sanity saving are long gone. Alright, oops. Alright, I'm gonna put some wax on half hitch. Nope. Nope. Flash. Ah. Master of the universe. So I'll just do a hand real quick. Because this is going under that stretch cord, which I'm not very good at placing mono yet, like thick mono. Keeping them laying flat and not slipping. So using this with resin, because I'm sure it's not gonna, it wouldn't last very long without some form of coat. Dry out, I mean it's rubber or something. Form of elastic, which kind of just now realizing I'm not really sure what elastic is. I was reading about nylon the other day, which I didn't realize how much goes into making nylon. I just like fold it back. Whole vice went flying. Alright, now wax it up. And then I'll put it in the little holder thing. And I'm not going to forget to put the eyes on the right side. Ah! My life flashed before me. Ugh. Been playing, tinkering on the guitar a little bit, and I can't stand doing that because then you get little calluses and it pulls on the thread. Oop, forgot this was still attached. Yeah, this has, you know, it's got a decent amount of stretch. Again, like with salt water, I doubt it would last very long without coating it. But like I wouldn't trust this stuff too much. But man, it's really sturdy for what it is. I've gotten plenty of stretch cord from craft kits and just crafting in general. I feel like I'm doing it the opposite way of how I've been doing it. Maybe not. I don't need it to go too up. Tying this stuff off is a little difficult though. It's got a life of its own and boy doesn't want to live it. Okay. And I just throw this stuff. Security measure. Hey, run. Fish in Scotland. Very nice. Scotty B from Scotland. Is that not perfect? Do you ever bring a magnet when you fish? I'm sorry. Anybody from... I mean, it's just such ancient spots. I just... Man. Can't imagine, like, the casual archaeology. Found a... Like, the mudlarking videos are some of the most addicting videos. Go to old ports. Low tide. So many paths to... What's it called? To light? Trying to get it moving. I don't want to get a... like an uneven spot. Seems like I got a few uneven spots. San Juan, red and tanner, two classic colors. I almost got the tan one. Like my mind wanted to get bright red, but then I was like, what's the original? Couldn't really figure out that. But when I like typed in like original squirmy worm fly pattern, a lot of pink, so I grabbed pink. But the tan was like the one that I was like, man, I think that would probably be the most useful here. I'm real excited for that. I just need to get some beads. Saluda? Shoot, I tried so hard remembering this shit, but there's so many great shops out there. And I do like one-stop shops. For some reason, I thought J Stalker just sounded fancy, and I think my brain said it was gonna be like, I don't know, not like a everything place, I guess. I don't know. Sounds fancy. Got a fancy looking logo and shit. Like, am I dressed for this place? I really like this for the intercoastal. I need to get more footage of the intercoastal. This doo-doo brown. That is like the ideal color combination I can think of. Because I don't have white bucktail or calf tail. So this is like a brown, but with the green and kind of like tobacco gas tube with the pearl underneath. Hey, visiting here. Stationery, interesting. Yeah, it's the one thing that I started to kind of dream about, honestly, because my little beginner vices, I could have used those for a long time, but being able to spin, I do want to get a larger vise. Did I get resin? I think that's a very common question in fly tying. Did I get glue on this, or did I get resin on this? I was telling my friend about the like water-based head cements, and I was like, man, it just didn't work. It didn't do anything. I spilled some on the table and it was too easy to clean up. And like, if it doesn't have a cancer warning, I don't want it. He's just like, right. He uses a lot of glues. That made my day though. Oops. Trying to over-cure it. My light sucks. I'm so sick of having them really look like gas tubes because I wanted a lot more clarity because the resin really does that. Could throw it outside, but I'd have to like tie them up to this point and then put them out. Well, I gotta get some eyes anyway. The eyes, just using loads of this scrap bead chain, all different sizes. Still kind of want to go with brass. And put like red, or not red, the pink on the sides. UV. Whoa. That is all the way down there? Okay. I want it to be a little further back than what I've been doing. Oh, good job. I didn't lock it. They're so cute at this stage. Hey man, I really appreciate that. Crazy Life. I really appreciate that. If there's any warm water patterns, I am getting some lead eyes finally. I do have some just unpainted, so I feel the need to like put pupils and stuff on them because I really want to make some big sopping bait fish. But been out of white hackle feathers, which man, I don't plan on running out of those again. Oh, okay, there is a big piece left in there. I gotta cut that off. Ah! I did that last time too. I always nick the end of the eyes. And this stuff is easy to steer. And I've been doing really decent about tension until I nick it while using tension. Like almost too much tension. But it's alright. The eyes are so dangerous. Okay. Just want to pendant that up again, or bezel it, or whatever. Right on. I'm gonna start it like that. Like, I went over to come back, so now that's the only way I could figure out how to be the closest I can be. So I'm not adding the materials right at the eye, because I never leave enough room. I'm making a bait. Yeah, a little scrimpy thing. I couldn't really track down what these imitate, like a shrimp, a scrimpy thing. That's what I did last night, but I was wondering, like, man, why can't I get this to lay down? I was not thinking. I put the eyes. Whoops. But this will be a, you know, a face down, ass up scrimp. Or like just a thing that's fluttering by a fish. There's a lot of trigger happy fish in there, so I'm sure if it's played right, something will be like trying it. If you look up sabiki, if you're not familiar with sabiki, sabiki is like how a lot of people catch bait fish here, if not using a net. It's just like a 4 to 6, well, it doesn't, anyway, some amount of hooks, small hooks, usually glued on the string for bait fish, and it's these little shiny things, sometimes in shrimp patterns. Gotta get more calf tails. And bucktail pieces. I really like getting the pieces because there's slight differences in the colors, and you can get a lot of really nice combinations. Some things like only take little bunches, and a lot of things just take little bunches. I just saw a trick to stay up here too, and I cannot remember for the life of me. I'm gonna put some Zap-A-Gap on the thread before I cut this, and squeegee it hopefully like in there. Where is it? Oh, it's on its side. Ah, stuff scares the crap out of me. Just don't understand why the intense warning fuses to skin immediately or something. Bond skin and eyes in seconds. Need a shirt that says that. Is there anything to do with like, oh man, wrong scissors. Gosh, I don't know why I can't ever leave room. It's maddening. Because now I feel pressure to go up in here. Damn, these scissors are sweet. You can get right up in there. Not. Alright. Open. Oh, I think I already said that. Never mind. Okay. Help it look a little prettier without touching those eyes. Alright, now some flash. Ah. Sorry. I'm not a beauty school dropout, but I am a school dropout. Whoops. My mom's a beauty school dropout though. Literally. She was going to school for psychology and then textiles and then she went to beauty school. I mean, I couldn't choose anything either. Well, that's not true. I did have a pick out, but my family is the type that's like, no, that is what you want to do? There's no way. You have to go to be like an accountant or something. And I was like, I don't understand what's wrong with archaeology, but okay. I'm just gonna kill my dream now. I didn't. I just dug for my damn self. Find old dump sites from like the 50s, 60s. It's addicting. Nice little hyper flash shrimp. Yeah, this vise scored on. I just still beginner and really didn't know where to start on vices. They get pretty intimidating pretty quick. Saw my first J vice the other day on the Ties Flies stream, and Jesus Christ, my jaw hurts from dropping so hard. And really nice. I'm gonna put glue up in here. UV glue. But yeah, I heard Renzetti Traveler one too many times, so I just started looking for one now. And I do want a larger vise though or larger jaws. I do like that you can do that with this. I'm sure that's a pretty basic thing, but not too sure. This was $139. Brand new, free shipping. I couldn't find it for under $200 anywhere. One shop on eBay. Every now and then we'll list it for that. Yeah, saved for a long time. And it was still like $60 short, I'll be real, because I was in the middle of moving and 6 years going down the damn drain. I want my stuff. Bitches be bitches. And they should be getting stitches. So I'm gonna throw some UV resin up in that head. So this is a Crazy Charlie. Well, I'm not too sure if this is essentially a Crazy Charlie, but it was a Scottish fly that I seen a long time ago, and it's been in my head ever since. But my mono wrapping skills are not there. Oh shit. Shoot. A little too much. That's okay. Securita. Ah! Oh god, I always do that, and I think it's gonna fall out. I hit the rotary bit. Okay. And those bits sticking out, I could always get that with a razor blade after when it's a little more solidified. Yeah. I was gonna get UV Crafts light, but I really want a freestanding light. Damn, this rotary thing, it just doesn't stay. I need some Loctite. Or maybe throwing some of this wax in there or something. But it's like a little shrimp. I think the extra flash kind of doubles as a carapace, maybe. I could be totally wrong there. But the Crazy Charlie, I've seen this since day one, when I first started getting into the idea of tying saltwater stuff. Because I used to decorate hooks for my dad for Father's Day, but not the most fishable things. They were essentially just hooks with flash by way of rhinestones. Is that like an insect? What? I'm Jaime. I am Jaime. Jaime is me. Me. I have a really shitty response to people, because I'm an only child, so I spend a lot of time alone. And like if that becomes a point of contention, it's like, what do you expect? My name is Jamie. Me. I just watch their face fall to disappointment. But I don't take life too seriously. Sometimes that rifles feathers. But life be short. It's like the shortest ride. Oh, I got some glue there. It's quite alright. Man, I love these. So, I have two, and that's where, if I don't know what something's gonna look like, I try to just do two. But I think these have, are gonna have a nice little presence down there, sifting around in the sand. I'm not too sure of the proportions, or if the flash is gonna move like shite. I put the UV flash this time. The first one I didn't, with the wrong placement. What a difference in flash the UV as opposed to not. But that bright sun, I'm trying to learn more on how that works so I could better use it or apply it. But it's just a little thing. Well, not too small. I could try to figure out what size hooks they are. Trying to get used to wearing shoes again. That's why I'm wearing shoes. Gonna be finally filming the spots I've been wanting to film. I'm real stoked on that. I've been trying to figure out like like city planning and stuff to figure out what buildings are going to be renovated when. I was sweating my balls out. I was sweating a lot outside. But the it's a nice sunny day. The shirt's a little wrinkled. Let me look at yeah. That chat, the Thai Splash channel chat is the greatest thing that's ever happened to my entire life. I just open it to be confronted with this imagery. Man, life do be good. Do be that. Man, I'm so curious. I love there's also, yeah, so, man, a buddy of mine wraps rods, builds rods, and check this out. He's got to make a channel. Local rod building shop down the street. And that's really, really sweet. Let me look up more of the wraps. It's genuinely addicting. Oh, holy crap. We did it a bunch. Now seeing both versions. Dude's got wicked meme game. What the fuck? Alright, let me just look at Messenger. Yeah, man. Crazy. Man, it's so freaking sick. Like, I'm shy as shit, alright? But I've been forcing myself to, like, talk to people. And, it's just been blowing my mind. Cool as shit. I'm just, like, looking at pictures I've already seen. And it's blowing my mind all over again. But, yeah, I like that nice blue. I really want to get, like a pink and red one. Maybe pink, red, and yellow into green. I don't know. Pink, red, orange, yellow, and then like acid green. I want your eyes hurt to look at it. Like a rainbow. The wrapping is some of the most beautiful like handcrafting, and after I saw the American flags though, it hit me. I'm like, dang, cue sticks or pool sticks. Are they called cue sticks or pool sticks? I don't know. I grew up with a pool table in my house. They used to be quite good. I used to be quite good and pretend I wasn't, so I would win $5 here and there a lot. Let's see. I'm meant to do that. Here, let's step here. Yup. Let's see. Wow, it's only 4:35. The tackle shop closes at 6. Dealing with Tennessee heat, man. Yeah, everywhere. It was surreal. The last few days here has been relatively cool. So, my deepest, sincerest apologies. The heat must have escaped my area and is leaking all over y'all's because, man, these heat waves are blowing my mind. Usually I'm right there with y'all in heat waves, but not trying to brag or nothing, but man, the last few days have been noticeably like different. Oh wow, nice, Jonathan. I bet it's back to being Oregon, shite. Oregon's one of those states I really gotta see in person. It looks like I know not all of it's like that, but the coast where like it bleeds into like these big mossy, like black rock forests, it's just, it looks like the most comfortable hiking like ever. Like, I'll be real, I'd feel like a fairy or some shit. That is some mythical looking land. But welcome, welcome. Trying to scroll through here. Oh shoot, Scotty. Oh, I know, yeah. I want to clean all the messy stuff. I just got this sweet quilt. Been wanting one because I like the weight of them. Like, those weighted blankets are cool, but I'm like, man, do people just forget quilts exist? To have a quilt made, it's like hundreds, sometimes over $1,000 to have a quilt made, like a real quilt, because it takes forever. It takes forever. This, just like a store-bought quilt, but it feels so nice. It's like 50 pounds. Maybe not that much. No, it's not near enough. I just picked up a 50-pound bag of sand the other day. 6 of them to be exact. But it's nice. It's all stitched up and stuff. So I have to finish. I fell asleep in a chair last night, so I'm feeling like $1,000,000. But, ooh. I left it in the hall too long and it's covered with sawdust. Whoops. Man, yeah. I want to start night fishing. I got the headlamp for it. I just need people to go with, because I do live in Palm Beach County. It's a little sketchy. You know, it is. It is. But I have this great defense mechanism of having an extremely high-pitched voice when I'm nervous. And I can't tell you how many times people, like, either will say something aggressive to me, I'm just like, oh, and they're just like, and I walk away. It saves you every time. It's like the cameraman, but just like throw that high-pitched voice out there, it throws them off guard. Yeah. I've been told I was approachable, so I get asked all kinds of stuff out and about. That's why I do want to make a big old fishing group. Hey, Run's live. I don't know if anybody watches that Raymond channel, but someone needs to send him an Instant Pot. I keep thinking about it. Because I used to be a little intimidated by the Instant Pot pressure cooker. When I was a kid, I had an affection for the film Breakfast at Tiffany's. But her rice cooker explodes. Pressure cooker. And the Instant Pot, though, you could take the biggest, cheapest thing of beef, hit that, a little chicken broth, potatoes. The russet potatoes are super starchy. It'll help thicken the broth a little bit. And cheap, and carrots. If you don't add onions, and if you don't add a lot of salt, it's perfect dog food. And it's the best ground beef every single time. It's like really, really, really nice. Cremation, burial, probably burial. I actually found a place. It's called Prairie Green. It's in North Florida. It's $2,000, and you're wrapped in a white sheet, and they call it a day. No plots or anything. Like, they'll tell you like what tree or near, and people can visit that, I believe. My dad doesn't want to be irrigated. My dad was in irrigation, so he probably would be fine with it being irrigated. But um, yeah, he doesn't want to be cremated. And it's not too much to get better. He won't leave that couch. It sucks. And then when he did go to the hospital to get like checked out, he ran out the front door, walked all the way home miles, and so he still can't walk. It destroyed his feet, so he can't like stand or anything right now. It's been brutal. I need to like throw a few people $20 to help me like carry him to the beach or something. I'm not even kidding. No more choices. This is a tyranny now. Or should I say again? You know, I don't like making people do what they don't want to do unless I'm pretty dang comfortable with that it will benefit them. And swimming in the ocean is probably one of the most medicinal things, and it's right there. And it is not lost upon me how like lucky that is. Which I don't know why I tried living in the swamps for 6 years. Never again. Never again. I don't think I'll ever even travel out inland unless there's a spring. It would make a great Walmart. Let me tell you what. Rip the whole place down. One big Walmart shopping center. I'm sorry. Beautiful land. But man, becoming jaded about the darnest things is very real. And man, the mosquitoes, I probably will need some form of counseling eventually. Um, I'm telling you, like 4 freaking species of mosquitoes, and it doesn't matter if it's the winter, it doesn't matter if it's any time of day, they are everywhere. It's like, it's real deal. And I should have known better. Not a single restaurant out there, besides like 2, and nobody has outdoor seating. That's pretty intense, you know? In a place where the weather's always good, like no outdoor seating, that says a lot. Very creative, interesting. Man, right on. Do you know what part or what county? I'm peeing in the ocean. It's very. I mean, it is probably more on the spiritual experience level of like places to relieve thyself. Every time I think of that, my grandma was in the Marines, and I'll never forget when she said, if you have to go to the bathroom, just hold it, you won't have to go anymore. I was a kid when she said that, and even I was like, that's really depressing. It's really depressing. She grew up on a farm and in Minnesota, and no electricity, and like same bath water for 5 kids. That kind of like, yeah, and then joined the Marines. Man, yeah, so I don't know what the rest of my day looks like. It's 5, so I think I should probably try to figure out a way to get some hooks, which I didn't realize I do have a PayPal card, so now I'm like set. I thought I didn't have a card for it. It's Cashapp, I don't have a card. For some reason I can't like my identity is, they know my identity, but to get a physical card they won't send it. And I just found an old PayPal card and just hit activate and it works. I usually have to get like stuff online. I don't like downloading a bunch of apps for stores. It drives me nuts, to be honest. But anyway, just tied another one of these little scrimp things. I tied it wrong last night. I wanted to tie 2 to keep in that little box. I'm not sure what this next week. I think I'm gonna be seeing some spots. I don't know. Plans fall through a lot, so many moving pieces. So, and been watching a lot of like renovation stuff happening in real life. It's been a dream come true, honestly. I I love seeing an area mass pile of materials, then it's like a whole new area. It's crazy. It's like large scale crafts, handcrafts. I've always really dug it, but it's the first summer I've actually get to see it live rather than just like see the differences, you know? That's neat. But anyway, happy trails, y'all. I'll be back later after the tie splice stream. And probably going to tie more of these in different colors. And then I think I'm going to start moving to the mono, though, after, because I do want them to last. This is really just for my little box, because I'm not too sure how that's going to do. Even with the resin, because it is a thin layer. It's a little rubbery, and I know like bracelets made out of it, it gets dry rotted really fast. I don't know this stuff exactly, but stretchy cord, like a beaded bracelet would be on. Palm Beach, right on. So when is that? Man, hell yeah. That's literally, I'm in Palm Beach County, Lake Worth to be exact. So is it gonna be like Respectables, Propaganda? That's like the two main. I don't know about now. I keep forgetting I've been away. Hey, Confused Goldfish. Mike Campbell. Man, how are y'all doing today? I really appreciate that, Caslu. Going to pick blueberries. That is wicked. Those are the best fruit, I swear. Frozen blueberries. I used to like candy, you know, but frozen blueberries has like years ago I used to like the sour candies, but just started freezing blueberries, and it's like frozen fruit is a really good thing. It was back in mind, I saw a girl freeze little oranges and she was real stoked on it, and I'm like, yeah, that's relatable. Sometimes the simplest things are the most sublime. I really appreciate that, Confused Goldfish. I've been trying to pop on. Usually during the day, there's music blasting here, and it was too funny. My friend's a blues musician, so like I got hit with copyright strikes. Not strikes. I forget whatever the lesser one is. I just muted the portions, and it's like Louis Armstrong or Aretha Franklin. It was pretty funny. It was like a whole playlist. Raspberries, blackberries. Ah, I just hit my funny bone. I used to play in a bar called the Gun Hose over. Really? What era was that? Man, I haven't been over there in a minute, but I used to spend. Oh, I used to watch a lot of shows there. Still remember there's one band, Viva La Vox. Of course, Surfer Blood, but I think they're pretty known. I don't know about now. They got 2016. Dang. Yeah, I've probably seen you then. That was like the peak, like early 2010s to moved out in 2019. So probably 2010s to 2017 is when I was really out and about. And man, the record store next door, the guy passed away a few weeks before I got back. Still pissed on that. Been planning a video. I wanted to make videos on all the local businesses, but man, stuff changing fast. I'll look over Guns Over Hose. Or Gun Hose. Shoot, sorry. Gun Over Hose. Gun Over Hose, my bad. Raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries, man, that was really sick. I had 7 full-grown mulberry trees. I'm trying to get one back. There's 9. There's 7 full-grown. I'm trying to get one back. It just blows my mind, alright? But yeah, my buddy was in a band, or his band was called Wake Up, and there's a load of them. Band in Heaven. I didn't see them too much, but I always liked their name. And I really liked Chaucer. a lot. I'm very thankful it's on YouTube. That song, Hippie with a Condo, is one of my favorite songs of all time. Not even kidding. Hippie with a condominium. I was really shy, but I did go to many shows. I wish I went to more. There were so many that I like hit out on. But that time period, there was genuinely great music. And like all different genres too. I still have a Goddamn Gallows album. And my great uncle is in a band called Die Stinkin'. They play that Propaganda. I'm not sure how much, but I think that was a little bit earlier then. Kinda culty, that's brilliant. Man, yeah. Here, let me throw subscribe so I don't forget. That's really sick. Small world. Only starting to see mentions of Palm Beach County. Everything is, I didn't know I was not subscribed. What the hell? But yeah. Yeah, let me know where you play, Nates. That would be sweet. Castley, man, I appreciate you, stuff. I'm gonna be back later, and I gotta figure out better times to go, more consistent. I was a lot more consistent because, like, I lived in the middle of nowhere, but starting to slowly, like, get back and try to get rid of some of this stuff, and I mean slowly. Been collecting my whole life, so, like, I hate when shit gets sentimental, because it's like, right now, what do I do with it? And, yeah, I do a decent job maintaining it all, though. I like collecting. It's like preservation, and I mean, it's the least I can do. And in that aspect, it's quite noble. Hoarding, I mean, collecting. No, just kidding. Anyway, man, I appreciate y'all. Oh, Ribbons. I'll probably watch that now while getting ready. I'm gonna try to get to the tackle shop and then get some, what are those? Staple guns. If Buddy needs one, and I got 3. Anytime I see him in a yard sale, pick them up. I don't think I've ever used them for anything too industrial, but man, they're good for crafts. Make like picture frames and just put like line staples around it to weave stuff. You used to have to make a bunch of jewelry, like organizers, and you can make your own canvases. Really easy with just sheets and wood and a miter box. But those are like $15 at Arbor Freight, if even. But anyway, happy trails, y'all. Love y'all. See y'all very soon. If there's any patterns or anything, I'm still waiting on the lead eyes so I could finally make some stuff that's better for Spincaster. But I do have some plain Janes. I was thinking of crawfish. I haven't made crawfish yet, and I think Nate's would be able to use that. I'm slow. I do apologize there, but getting somewhere. Anyway, happy trails. Hey, party on. Happy trails, Wally. Happy picking. That is sick.